5 minutes.
Your awareness may be powerful enough to control your instincts. Your instinct will be to remove your hand from the box.
It's your girl Meesh, and welcome to another episode of the Luv MEESH Podcast. This is part 2. So now we can get into the true topic, which is don't rush. And let me tell you how this podcast came about. So if you don't have a Cancer in your life, get you a Cancer in your life, because they are very emotionally empathic, and they don't even have to be around you in the same house, in the same fucking state, probably on the same planet to kind of feel you. So they are really, really gifted. And I just wish we would already like have schools that really focus on this, because it's like if you talk to somebody about this and they don't know about it, they look at you crazy, and I'm just so over that. I'm just ready for everybody to catch up already. But that's just my impatient nature. I feel like I'm so impatient. Like, this had to be like a jail sentence. Like, we're going to send you to Earth where everything is slow. Everything that you want is going to come to you slow. So whatever I did, like, damn. The punishment is punishing. I mean, it is. Everything is slow. Because I feel like everything is really fast. I know it is. But I got Saturn in my chart. I got Pluto. It's like, no, bitch. Slow for you. Slow for you. I've just come to accept it. I'm going to have everything that I want and desire. It's just maybe 100 by the time I get it. You know? Maybe. But let me tell you how this podcast starts. I was telling you about the Cancers. My sister is a Cancer, and my sister-in-law is a Cancer, and they both, same day, was like, hey, just checking on you. Why you been so quiet? Now, usually, if I'm going to talk to you, I'm probably sending you something like, hey, this is a book that's about electricity. You know, get you some 5G protection. It ain't fucking COVID. The truth is, it's electricity, it's 5G, it's Wi-Fi. You know, hey, protect yourself. I'm usually like sending shit like that. And I usually send so much. And every now and then I just like stop. I don't want to offend someone. I don't want to push anybody away. It's really like a love thing to me. Because if I was okay with you dying, I really would not give a fuck what you did with your life. But because I care so much about you dying, and I really don't want you to die any faster than you have to, I really want to help you make good choices, you know, or force you if I can. It's really, and I know where that came from now. It's like a trigger. Like, I literally watched people die, not in their sleep, no, because of their own actions. You know, so we may want to say, oh, cancer killed this person. No. Cigarettes. No. Electricity. It's fucking up your electric aura, and your cells aren't able to do what the fuck they're supposed to do. So it's easier to say, oh, cancer took that person out, or even 5G, if you want to say that, or electricity. But it would be rougher to say that person died because they didn't, know. It's a double-edged sword. Either they didn't know the dangers of cancer, or they didn't know about 5G, or they knew and they didn't protect themselves. So there's only two choices here. You either don't know because you aren't opening your mind up to learn these things, or and you're not doing any fucking thing about it. Which, if you're gonna be asleep, at least you don't know. But to be awoke and sleep, it's like asinine. Like, okay, so this shit is that, which is why I'm vegan. Like, I know what this shit is doing to me, and I'm not gonna just lay down and take it. You know what I mean? I'm gonna go out fighting. I'm a fucking fighter. Like, no. Okay, so I'm not eating chicken burgers and this, that, the other. But you know what else I've realized? They give us all of these children stories and stuff, but they really are adult. Like the story of the tortoise and the hare. Let me tell you what the real truth about that was. The race is not a race at all. It's just life. And the hare is just so busy having fun, rush, not a care in the world, ends up sleeping. And the tortoise is the one that studies, that learns, that makes good choices, and that's actually gonna finish first. But let me tell you what the difference between those are. The tortoise was slow and old. I want to live. My grandma is 76. I want to reach 100. I know a lot of people don't, but I do. There's this like TikTok that goes around that's like, hi mom, come here. Hi mom, come here. And I saw one up to 6 generations. I want to be that 6th grandma that's like, hi mom, come here. Yeah. I want to see my daughter, her daughter, her daughter, her daughter, and her daughter. Yeah. I want to help them with vegan. I want to help them with herbs. I want to help them give birth to their babies at home naturally. Like, that's the vision that I have for my line. But the tortoise was like old age. You get to old age by making wise choices and not rushing. The hare was you're going to die early, or you're not going to get to the finish line because you're making unwise choices and you think you have all the time in the world, and you end up sleeping, which is like dying, and you don't win. See, they don't want to tell you the truth. He didn't just take a nap. He fucking died. He didn't win the race. He lost. Lost, death, sleep, death. You got to put the shit together. And when you read the Bible, it's the same way. You don't just read the Bible for what it says. They're metaphors. They're stories, parables to get you to understand bigger life principles and meanings. Because life is so big, you got to put it in childlike situations for you to get it. So yeah, I want to be like the fucking old ass turtle, taking my time, learning. Ha ha ha, people might laugh, but I really feel like I'm going to go to a lot of funerals, and I'm just going to have to celebrate the moments that I've had with people, because I am sharing information, and what they do with it is completely up to them. And hopefully their kids listen, and their great-grandkids listen, But as much as I want to control people's actions for their life, not for the sake of controlling, but bitch, so you can live, it's just like, okay, maybe people want to die out fast. I mean, I don't know. But getting back to, so my sister's a Cancer, my sisters-in-law is a Cancer, and they both were like, hey, just checking on you. I'm like, wait. When my sister was checking on me, I'm like, just chilling, reading books, just, I'm here. She just kind of threw me off because I was like, I'm here. And then when my sister-in-law texted me, I'm like, wait a minute, because I get messages in 3, so I started like freak out. Like, the second person is like, are you all right? Like, yes. Like, when people ask me, I'm all right, I look in the mirror like, is you all right? Like, am I missing something? But it's really just because I wasn't texting as much, and maybe they didn't hear from me, but it makes me like question myself. And I do that at work too. Like, I'll tell the person, like, you paid your bill in full, your balance is 0, and they're like, but I have a letter. And I'm like, okay, so the letters went out in error, you have a 0 balance. It just makes me want to like question am I wrong? But anyways, so she was like, no, just checking on you. And I remember telling my sister-in-law, okay, so my other sister was checking on me, now you checking on me. Now it's making me feel like something's going to happen. It's funny that I say that because my sister, in a text message, she was reminding me, I was like, I'm just getting quiet because I had just finished a book about 5G. And they have royally fucked us, y'all. From the light bulb to the TVs. And we're getting bigger and bigger TVs, which means it's blasting more and more 5G at us. And we have Wi-Fi in the house. We have Wi-Fi on our arm with this Apple Watch. It's going to be in a car soon. We're giving it to our babies. I just gave my godson one. I just gave my niece one. Now I'm like, y'all need to put protection on this shit because it's like bad. I'm okay with the knowledge. And I know that I can help myself. I know I can get tourmaline pyramids. I know I can put tourmaline in my water. I know I can get 5G necklaces. I know I can help me. But it's the people around me that I love so much. I could just tell them, like, hey, get a necklace. Hey, get a pyramid. And it's like, because they don't have the knowledge that I have, they're like, okay, here she go with crystals again. So what I've started to do is like recommend books. Like, hey, read this book and, hey, see what you can get out of it. Maybe you'll get something else out of it that, I know I can't explain because I'm not an explainer. I'm just a sharer. But if you just listen to me, I know I'm telling you the right thing. It's just kind of how I am. And she was like giving me a peace of mind. She's like, hey, all we can do is live, She was like, EMF is everywhere and it's been everywhere. And I'm like, yeah, because diabetes and all these sicknesses, like the man literally went over every sickness that we've had from the first telegraph. No, he did before telegraph to every, invention that we've had even till now. So the book is a history. And I didn't do that podcast because I know that's going to be like 4, probably 5 fucking podcasts. So much shit in there. But I am going to share it. That's what the fuck I do. She's like, EMF is everywhere. It's been there for centuries. We've been exposed. We have to take the good with the bad. But your body is also responding to your thoughts, your worry, stress, anxiety. It all contributes to your symptoms. So she was like, you can eat and drink healthy all you want. But if you're worrying, you might as well get a burger. And she's right. So I have a book for meditation. I have a book for anger management. I have a book for meditation. And that's going to be my focus for Q1 of 2022. And I'm off to a good start. And it's so crazy because we each know different things in life. And we can help each other with different things. And I remember my sister was going through depression so bad. And I was just like, get the fuck out. Like, I didn't understand. I'm like, you have these beautiful babies. You have a beautiful family, a beautiful man. Y'all are finna get married and stuff. Like, what are you fucking stressing about? But there's stress on the side of everything. Millionaires have stress, which I'm going to let you hear a clip in a moment. But she was basically saying anxiety is stress about what hasn't happened. And depression is stress about what has already happened. And we can be rid of both of them by living in the moment. Now, I'm okay with the past things happening because I feel like they taught me lessons. I feel like I'm still dealing with the emotions of the things that have happened, but I'm okay with the things that have happened. Like, okay, it fucking happened. It is what it is. You're here now. But I think I get triggers sometimes that will take me back to those moments that you just kind of have to live with. And let me just tell you this quote that'll probably help you understand it. So somebody put up a quote, and this is literally how my life is. Like, everything be connecting. So somebody put up a quote, Mystic Beauty LLC. She does tarot card readers on YouTube. I really love her. Check her out. She said, blue door, you go back in time and fix all of your mistakes. Or red door, 10 million in your hand. I was reading the comment. I already was like 10 million. The fuck? I'm not going back in time to do shit. It almost killed me anyways. But the fuck I look like rebounding. We're here now. And I was like, 10 mil. I can use a good 10 mil right now. I really could. And I was just reading the comments, and a lot of people was like, the past is gone. If it wasn't for the past, I wouldn't be who I am right now. And that is a true statement. If I hadn't been through every single thing that I went through, I would not be the version of who I am right now. I just would not. If I didn't have infertility issues, if I was a whole mom, I would be dealing with whole mom life stuff. If I didn't have breakups and I was in a healthy relationship marriage right now, I wouldn't be the version that I am right now because I would be walking a different path. So the things that I went through has led to the version of me that I'm right now. The version of me that I'm right now isn't permanent because I'm going to go through different things and make different choices and end up on different paths. So it's a constant evolution, which is why animals are important, because they give us life lessons. Like the caterpillar. It turns into a cocoon. It turns into a butterfly. It's telling you that there's changes. The seasons, winter, spring, summer, fall. It tells you that there's changes. Like, everything is constantly telling you, like, hey, the fucking tree loses all of its leaves. You know, okay, and one day it's going to grow again. So it's just letting you know you may feel like you're in a season of barrenness. Well, guess what? You're going to reap a season of bountiful one day as well. So it's like, you know. So that particular quote brought me back to how my sister was saying the past is depression and the future is anxiety. For me, when I learn about things and I make changes for my life, I have a goal, you know. I want to be that 6th grandma, you know. I want to be able to help, if not the world, shit, my fucking family with herbs and gardens and health and love and spirituality, okay? But I don't want to leave my family out of that equation, my external family. But because I can't really control their actions, I get that anxiety. I really know what it is. Like, I'd be like, I need therapy, but no. You really could therapy yourself. I have anxiety because I feel like if my family doesn't make the necessary choices, they won't have as much life to live. And because everything is coming at me slow, they're going to miss out on me getting married or having kids. And that really does not sit well with me, you know? It's like, that just does not sit well with me. People die every day. You go to funerals and you're like, damn, you know, you're grateful for all the memories you have, but that anxiety comes in because of all of the memories you won't have going forward. You know, that's the killer. So it's like, I have so many memories with my family and friends, and I'm grateful for them. Like, I can literally sit back and go back in time and just laugh at a fucking memory. That's time travel. That's amazing. But the future part, it's like the choices that they're making is going to determine that future. And no matter how many books or YouTube videos or links I send to them, they have to make the conscious decision within their own being to say, okay, she's on to something. Let me get these crystals, or she's on to something. Let me unplug this, so that they can have a longer life that will merge into getting to see me get married and getting to see me have kids. And I think that's really what has happened, like, within these past 2 years. Like, it's like future anxiety. Like, I'm okay with the fucking past. The fuck? It is. It is. It is what it is. Go be what's go be. It was what it was. We're good. The present is great. It's always been the future for me. I'm such a future. It's anxiety. It's really anxiety, but I think it's more so knowledge and wisdom. Like, this guy, when I was on the phone, he said no, K-N-O-W. He was like, knowledge over wisdom, never. So no matter how much knowledge you have, never put it in front of wisdom. Ever. And that makes sense. So this technology is knowledge, but we're not using it in a wisdom way. Like, wisdom would say, what are the side effects of this technology? Is it harming me? Could it increase my chances of cancer? For example, women who put their phone over their breast, they've already done a study. They develop a lump of breast cancer in the exact same spot that the phone was. I mean, it doesn't take a rocket scientist to figure some of this stuff out. But you still see people put their phones there. They're even making bras with, like, pouches there. It's like, what? So I think that's really what be stressing me out. It's like, we are in the age of Aquarius, where we have Google at our fingertips. We have a whole fucking computer in our hand. And on your watch, if you include the Apple Watch. But it's like, we're the dumbest generation ever. It's like, how could you have so much knowledge and be dumb? Like, they just don't. It's like a mind fuck. Really. So when she was telling me that, I was like, okay, universe is telling me, like, it's okay to have these emotions, just live in the moment, and just know that, just be okay that I can't control that. I cannot control if my brother, God forbid, has to walk me down the aisle because my dad isn't here. You know, I can't be mad, God forbid, if my sisters have to be in the delivery room with me if my mom won't be here, you know? And those are things that we just really don't want to think about, but it's true. They're true. It could very well be a future, and it may not, but I think just the possibility that it could be, it puts me in such a bad state. God, it really just angers me. And then it's like, okay, so do I like rush and get in this relationship and rush and get married and rush and have a baby so that they can be there? Like, fuck no. If I'm picky about meat, if I'm picky about not putting shit in my body, I'm going to be picky about who I marry, because that's a legacy that we're building. Your genes and your knowledge and everything with you is going to mesh with everything with me, and it's going to create a new version of us. And we want to bring more beauty into this world, not chaos. It's enough people being baby moms and baby dads that just shouldn't be a goal anymore. I just want to consciously be the best that I could be for me, consciously meet the best person that I can meet, because we're going to be a reflection of each other, and then consciously duplicate, many versions of ourselves out, best versions of ourselves out into the world. Like, that's literally a goal of mine. And if I have to be 80 to do that, that's fine. I literally sent my mom, I say it's fine. It's really gonna kill me getting there, but I know I'll be fine, because the end result will be everything to me. Just like a woman when she's in labor, she's like, and then just seeing the baby is like all worth it. I sent my sister and mom them a picture of like a 60-year-old woman having a baby. I think she was 60 and the guy was like 70, and they had a whole fucking baby. So now we can get into the point of the podcast. I told you it was going to make sense. If you're just hanging there with me. So thank you for hanging in there. So I'm going to let you hear a clip of this lady. And she just gave, and that's what my sister gave to me. Oh yeah, that's why I was bringing up my sister. So at the end of all that, me and my sister talking, she sends me this beautiful link. And I don't really tell people what's going on with me, because they can't relate. And it's the worst thing, trying to relate with people that don't relate. It's like telling a millionaire, I have to wait for next payday to get paid again. Like, you have no fucking idea what this feels like. And it's like everybody around me are like moms. They have families, So telling them my journey of healing myself and being the best version of me and waiting for the mate and waiting to start the family, it's like you can't relate. On top of that, there's fertility journey that I may have to go down, and it may just clear up with stress, which is why that's my first focus. It's like, I don't want to talk to people that don't know what the fuck I'm going through. Like, I don't. And that's why I'm picky about a therapist too. Like, if she hasn't been through what I've been through, I don't really even want to sit down and talk to her, because it's like, have you overcome what I'm going through? Then I don't really want to talk to you. It's really how I feel. So I'm gonna have to find a therapist that is not only trained to help me, because of course there's books and stuff that I would just love to read, but her own testimony will probably encourage me the most. But I'm gonna pause for like 2 seconds to let you hear this, and then I'm gonna come back, and I promise it's all gonna come together. Like, these podcasts are just getting better and better. So thank you for sticking with me.
Y'all, don't let nobody convince you that having a baby over 35 is something that is wrong, or something that you should rush and do in your 20s. Now, I have to agree with you. I was much more energetic, I would say, in my 20s. But after 35, having a baby after 35 the wisdom, the knowledge that you know that you need to take care of yourself as well as your baby. Access to things that your baby needs. Being able to pick out a partner that is right for your baby and right for your family after 35. If you've lived a little, girl, don't let nobody convince you that you have to run out here and have babies before you turn 30. Either way, it's your choice, but I'm here to tell you.
So yeah, I just love how my sister sent that to me, because I don't really tell people what's going on, because nobody's in my lane really to get what the fuck is going on. So I really do feel alone. But when she reached out to me, she must have felt that. And my sister-in-law too. But I'm not going to keep telling people the same thing that's going on with me over and over again, because it hasn't changed. It's the same thing. But until it gets better or changes, I'm just going to be here. This is the moment that I'm in for however long I'm going to be in it. And so sometimes when people hey, how are you doing? What's going on? It's oh, I don't have anything to give anybody. There's nothing in my cup at all. And I was just sitting here in the sun, and it hit me I'm so used to being the giver, to having answers, to having the car if you need it, to bringing you lunch if you need it, to watching the kids if you need it. I've always been available and a giver, and I'm not in that place right now. I have nothing to give. Absolutely nothing. Nothing to give. My cup is empty, and it's God has me in a place of receiving, which I should just be so grateful for. I'm receiving the peace that I need, the time that I need, the yoga, meditation, the help that I need to get back on my feet. How many people can say they have that if all shit hits the fan? How many people has that? I'm so grateful that my parents have set up themselves to be able to say, you guys have a key. This will always be your home. Whenever you need to come home, you're here. And they've never changed the locks to where we don't have access. I remember my sister came back home with her husband. My other brother came back home with his wife. My sisters came back home, and we're all different ages and in different stages of our lives. And I've seen everyone, have to come, back to mom's and reset, which I'm totally okay with. I even joked with her, I'm about to get a little bus and bring it on in the back. Y'all know I'm a little hippie. But my goal really is, to find a good mentor that's good with land and off-grid, because that's really what I want. I want land. I'll either get a trailer, a bus, or something, but I want a garden and solar panels, and I want chickens. I might even start eating eggs again with my own chickens. I'm going to keep some of them. I might can sell the other ones. I really hope my husband's vegan, but if he isn't, then, him and the kids can eat chicken and stuff. I want 2 pigs. I don't want them to eat the pigs, no. I just want the pigs to have out of all the pigs that's getting slaughtered, I want to save 2. I want a horse, some dogs and cats, butterflies. I just want my land to be a haven against chaos in the world. I was reading a book where, that electricity book, they did an experiment where they put, I don't want to say foil, because I know it had something to do with preventing electricity from hitting the trees, but those trees grew and the other trees died. So I even want to protect the plants on my land. It's so much bigger than me. Earth does so much to us, and we're just fuck you, bitch, die. We're gonna cut down all your fucking trees. We're gonna eat, fuck you animals, we're gonna eat you all. And then when they're gone, it's what the fuck are we gonna do? You eat all the fucking animals, fucking elephants are being extinct. I don't even really think we know what we're doing. You're gonna kill all the fucking animals, you're gonna kill all the fucking trees, It's going to look like the Sahara Desert. And then what? Are we going to start eating each other? It's just like, stop. Take a moment, breathe. See the chaos that you've created. Acknowledge it. And just try to do fucking better. Like, that's all everybody's supposed to be doing. Like, okay, you can't keep killing all these massive animals. You see they're giving the people cancer. It's just like, no one's stopping this train wreck that's happening. Everyone's okay with it. But I was going somewhere at the moment. And then I went off on a tangent. Okay. So I was saying, like, I didn't really want to, like, when my sisters and were checking in on me, I'm like, I'm good, just reading about electricity. I'm not going to keep reliving what I'm going through. Like, yeah, I'm in it, and I'm going to be in it until I'm out. And who knows how long that's going to fucking take. Like, this is life. This is it. And for her to send me that, it just shows me that she knows that we communicate without even communicating, y'all. Like, I don't even have to say what's going on. And you can send me, she sent me that. She doesn't even send TikToks like that, but she just sent it. And it was like right on time. Like, you don't have to rush for this shit. Fuck 30, fuck 35, fuck the clock, fuck all of that shit. Like, bitch, get you together. Why the fuck would you want to bring a child in this world and you are a hot-ass mess? Why? That's what's wrong with the world right now. The guys need a chance to grow up. The women need a chance to grow up. They need a chance to find themselves. Then they can find their better partner. Then they can start families. And you know what got me to see it this way? My grandma is 76. Apparently, there's going to be long life in my family. Thank God for that. In my chart and in my sister's chart, it says we're supposed to have a long life, which makes sense because I do want to live to 100. That is my desire. And I'm making choices to be able to fucking do that. Do you see where we're going with this? But if I'm 34 now, 76 is a long fucking ways away. I have a lot more that I can do in this fucking time. So why rush it? 76 minus 34. 42 fucking years. That's plenty enough time to raise kids for 18 years. Do you get what I'm saying? What's the fucking rush? So I'm so glad she sent me that. And that's from someone who has had kids young. And that's another thing that I don't hear. I hear women have kids young and they're, I will never take it back. I'm so glad I had my kids. But I never ever hear someone say, the wisdom that I would have if I had just waited. Not that I'm, denying my kids, because we know you're not denying your kids. But let's just say I would have had them at 27. It don't even have to be the 30s. I would have a house. I would have known a little bit more about myself. I never hear any mom ever say that. So to hear someone say that, it meant everything to me. Like, here's a mom saying, don't worry about having your kids late. The stuff that I know about myself, the stuff that I know about how to care for this baby, for my mate, for our future, it's everything. Like, that was a whole message. And so hopefully that is a whole message for someone out there, because that was every freaking thing to me. That was like exactly what I need to hear. And then in addition to that, Ari is so fucking funny. So Ari Lennox, my sister told me about her a long time ago. Like, I knew about J. Cole long before everybody knew about J. Cole. Because, I was talking to this dude and that's all he was on. So, yeah. Homegrown from North Carolina. But she always was telling me about Ari. And then they had this, like, group together. And I didn't really know about Ari. Ari is so fucking funny. I love Ari. She had a YouTube for 4 hours and I literally took out my hair. It was in braids. I literally straight blow dried it. I straightened it and I twisted, and it's long as fuck, but it shrunk right back up. So that's just gonna be my hair straight from one day. As soon as I hit the pillow and woke up, you can't see how long my hair is, but I got inches. But I listened to her for 4 hours and I was able to do my whole hair, and she had me laughing the whole fucking time. She was drinking wine and she was like, I ain't gonna drink no more, but it was so funny. I brought her up because I'm about to let you hear her. And the reason I want you to hear her is because this is someone who has money. She has money for therapy. She has money to get a rich bae. She has money to buy sperm if she wants to. But she said out of her own mouth, like, no, she wants to be the best version of herself before she does that. So it was like confirmation for me, like, I'm not crazy. It's okay to want to be my best self, to have myself in the best shape possible, because the person that I'm going to be attracted to is basically going to be a reflection of me. And the person that we bring into this world is going to be a reflection of us. And it's enough chaos in the world. I don't want to add another chaotic soul to this place called Earth. So it would be in my best interest to be my best self, to meet my best better half, to make a copy of our best selves, basically. And now y'all know I get things in 3. So the TikTok was 1 that my sister sent me. Ari is 2. If I hear it again, I'll be like, all right, Lord. I might just bust out crying, but I'm on the regular level. But for a celebrity with bankroll to say that, like, that really meant a lot to me. Like, okay. We all know you can have a baby. Animals freaking do it. It's not hard. Sperm, egg, uterus, fallopian tubes, 9 months later, baby, boom. But I think we are unconsciously doing a lot of fucked up shit in the world, and it's time to start consciously doing things. Like, my sister wants to have another baby. It's going to be her conscious baby, and I hope she does give me a conscious niece or nephew, because that's what the world needs. You know, it's time. And I didn't know that when you're pregnant, everything that's festering inside of you, you're giving to the baby. So when me and my sister was doing our mushroom trip, there were wounds that my grandma hasn't healed that were passed on to my mom. There were wounds that my mom hasn't healed that were passed on to us. And I almost feel like my mom had 3 girls because one girl couldn't handle it. 3 girls would have to handle the woman battles that she's battling, and we're gonna I think we are overcoming them for her. So it's not just about us, it's gonna help her and grandma. And I think for my dad, my brother has overcome the battle that he overcame. And I'm still figuring out what it was for my mom or my grandma, because it's probably so much. But for my dad, I feel like it was him being raised without his father. And so he raised his son in the home. And so my brother's not only able to raise his son, because my brother has 2 sons, in the home, but whatever minor things my dad missed out on, my brother has a chance of catching. And for the longest, in my young mind, I was so, like, angry. Like, I would see other parents, and I just kind of felt like my parents were doing it all wrong. And I was just so judgmental and just mean about it. But I saw this YouTube last night, and it was called, let me give you the name. Like, you literally just have to live life. That's the only way you're going to get better. You just got to live through this thing. It's the only way. No books, no music. You got to live it. So the movie was called Reconnect, the movie. And it was by London Real. And he took an ayahuasca trip, which I'm so fucking excited to do. And you know what blows my mind? You can go to jail for selling weed, crack, and all this other shit, but ayahuasca and mushrooms are okay. It's like, if white people do it, they're fine. But the ones that the black people gravitate to, you're going to go to jail. Like, that's not okay with me, and that might be another podcast, but I digress. In that show, he basically he's just so, he's successful too, successful as fuck, wife, 2 sons, but he'd always go back to his childhood trauma of his mom and dad getting a divorce. And I don't know if he kind of felt like that ruined him, but he had a chance to speak to them both, and they did the fucking best that they could do. And it just didn't work out. And they both came from families that were married for 50 plus years. So to come from parents with marriages and to not have a successful marriage has got to be not an easy thing to be faced with. But I think it takes honesty to say, this is not fucking working out. And before I let you continue to ruin me, before I continue to ruin you, and before we ruin these fucking kids, let's just separate and maybe find better partners that could give them somewhat of a better life than we were able to do. I think that is brilliant. But we just kind of look at it as, oh my gosh, there was a divorce. That was his case. So when he told his parents, like, just thank you for being the best you could be, like, I love you, it was like healing for him. And I had to come to a place like my parents were doing the best that they could fucking do. I literally see that my grandma didn't have the best. She did the best that she could. Therefore, my mom didn't have the best. And she did a fucking amazing job with what she was given. And I'm so fucking proud of that. I really am. Now, how I transmute that for me, I will not give my kids less. There's no fucking way. We've come too far. Grandma's come too far. Mom's come too far for me to just be like, I went out here and this is your dad, kid. The fuck? No. Absolutely not. So I don't want to say it's pressure. It's really standards. And I think I'd be wanting to lower them standards just to fucking move on to the next journey. But that's not really what I want. And I don't even think my body is allowing me to do that. My ovaries are like, bitch, no. We are not about to let you do that. Like, my higher self is like, no, that's not what you came here to do. And so, like, yeah, like, I'm, like, here living in it. But let me let you listen to Ari, because everybody's not walking the same path. And it's nice to kind of, like, hear people that are, So, this next clip is going to be Ari. And then I'm going to come back and I got one more thing.
Yeah. But it's not that I'm not grateful. I just want, there's things I want to focus on. Just other quieter things, other dreams of mine. Yeah. I was also thinking about children a lot lately. So my sister is so sweet. She was thinking about helping me have a child. But then I was like, oh my God, no. Because I'm a hot mess. And I know I could like become better for a life. But then I realized I want to really focus on me, like loving me, so that I don't bring someone into this world with all of these traumas inside of me. But y'all, I was about to get some sperm for Christmas, but not anymore. I'm gonna wait. And I'm going to focus on me, because I don't want to ruin nobody's life. I don't want to ruin no little baby's life. Oh my God, y'all, can I tell you something? Speaking of little babies, this is why I feel like God might be, well, I'm sorry, I don't mean to be rude, but I battle with my faith. But God is, or the universe, I don't want to make this religious. Anyway, so I was sitting at Tender Greens outside, and I was just eating this salmon. I was eating this goddamn salmon. This little girl, I saw her walking. I saw her she was about to, well, before I got into Tender Greens, I was downstairs and her mom was like, okay, go upstairs, do your thing. And so me and her walked up together. Well, I walked up ahead of her, I guess. So I got upstairs and got my salmon, or I ordered my salmon. Then I went outside to the dining area. Then I sat down and I saw that she was going around talking to people. And I didn't know what I thought. I didn't know if she knew people or if she was selling something. So I was sitting down and I was like, wow, okay. I could tell she was probably making her way to me. She was the cutest little thing. So chocolate and so cute. And she came up to me and she was like, hi, I'm selling chocolates for my organization. And I was like, oh my God, I have no cash. But I'm looking through my purse, like hoping to find some cash. And I swear this makes me angry that I didn't have more, but I literally only had $1. And I gave it to her. And then my mom was like, should I ask if she has a Cash App? But I didn't. And I feel terrible about that too. But I gave her the $1 and she was like, thank you so much. She was so happy about the $1. And that was really like, oh shit. She was so happy about it. And she was like, what kind of chocolate do you want? And she was like, the caramel, the chocolate, or the other one. And I was like, the caramel. And she was like, here you go. I was like, thank you, beautiful. And she was like, you're welcome. And I was like, damn. And I was just like, my heart was so full. And she walked away, and before she went downstairs, she looked at me and she was like, oh, what am I doing? Okay, she was like, she said, happy holidays. No, she said, I hope you have a happy holiday. And it really made me so happy. Like, it's like, you don't know how, like, just being nice can really help somebody have a good fucking day, can really change somebody's day. And it was so pure. And I thought it was wild that she was so grateful for $1. And her gift to me, just by simply just being nice, was one of the most beautiful gifts like I could ever have. It was one of the most beautiful gifts anyone's ever given me, just by just being nice, like genuinely being nice. And I just was so happy, and it just made me realize just how beautiful. I mean, of course, I'm always realizing how beautiful children are, but like, she was just, man, that just, I was like, wow, that had to have been God, or maybe she's just an angel walking around, or like, I don't know what it was, but it was just so beautiful. And I'm used to like giving so much, and like, it's like the one time I give, and I feel so bad because I feel like it's so low. I feel like this is nowhere near enough. And she was so grateful. She was so happy. And she was so grateful. She was so happy. And in return, she gave me the biggest gift. Like that no materialistic anything could compare to, you know? And I was like, damn, that was like, cause I'm such a giver. And even in the things that I like asked for with people, like I always thought like I want you to buy, like I've always thought I wanted purses and like all of these materialistic things from like a guy, and I never got it. Well, I did once. Somebody bought me a fake Chanel bag once, but it's just like in that moment, it kind of confirmed to me what really matters to me, what love languages matter to me, and it's just genuineness, like speaking, just being sweet, just really connecting with me, like, you know, and vice versa, like just really seeing me. I think that's what it was. Like she saw me, because the fact that like her walk to the stairs was so long, you know, it was like a long walk. So it just felt very intentional for her to say, you know, have a happy holiday. Like it felt very intentional and very like, maybe she felt like I needed it or something, but yeah, so yeah.
Yeah, so that's Ari. I love her. I really do. Her personality is everything to me. She'll have her hair in twists. You know, she's just like, bitch, take it or fucking leave it. And now that I think about it, I have two versions of me. I'm gonna put on my lashes, I'm gonna put on my makeup, I'm gonna be snatched, I might throw on some heels, I might get a wig, baby. That's like Libra me. And then you might have chill, I don't have the energy, or leave me the fuck alone, or bitch, this is it, chill me, where shit, my hair might be in twist or might be a fro. I might have not shaved, shit, just depends. And I might not have on clothes. Like, I love loungewear. Well, I love being naked, to be honest, but night clothes will do. You know, like getting dressed is just a whole thing, and I'll do it, but it's just a whole thing. But I'm gonna be honest with you, there's guys that I've talked to, like, I'll just be myself with my do-rag, my nightgown or whatever, and they'll play with my hair, and, you know, they just real chill with it. Like, they never have said anything about it. Like, I think it's, like, most guys will say they do like our natural beauty, but they still like the inches and the nails, too. But the brothers, they do be like our natural self. Because, I mean, that's really who they're going to be rolling over to every morning if y'all decide to make it a lifetime journey. But I really just be, maybe that's what they like. I just be my goofy, nerdy, quirky self. Like, I don't know. It's only one Jamisha, and you gonna get whatever flavor she's dishing, which I have so many. I have my hyper happy self. You know, I have my attitude, and it's like whatever version you want. It's really the emotions. Whatever I have an attitude for whatever emotions. What I look like? Am I really sweating out here? Or was this a towel? For every emotion, I have a whole persona. That's really what it is. Every mood. I could give you several moods. Attitude, mad, upset. But anyways, that could be. Let me stick with the podcast. So, my favorite part about Ari, that episode, when she said that baby said, I hope you have a good holiday. Number one, I'm empathic. Did y'all see her cry? She held that back with everything in her. I felt it. When she brought up the child, she was connecting it to her wanting to have a child, but her knowing that she needs to do the work to be her best self, because it would be selfish to have a child and then do better for the sake of the child when she can do better for the sake of herself. So that child was confirmation to her, and knowing that everything that she's going on, which I feel like I can read into that a lot more, and that child saying, I hope you have a beautiful Christmas. Like, really seeing what she needed in her soul. Like, really, like she said, like, really seeing her. And I agree with her. I thought my love language was gifts, but I'm such a giver. When you give, you are so happy that the person's happy with your gift. Like, I feel like I got everybody a Pandora bracelet by now. Oh, no, I got one more friend. I can get Kenya one. I've gotten everybody else a Pandora bracelet except for one friend, Kenya, and I can start on my nieces. Because that just brings me so much joy. It's not really a cheap gift. It seems priceless to me, like I was on Tiffany. I remember I got my sister a Tiffany ring. I feel like Tiffany's like overrated, but I do like the whole charm idea with Pandora. I feel like it's not too pricey, not too expensive, but you could take it as far as you want. And I don't know. We work hard to earn a living, and to be able to spend that much money on someone that I love is priceless to me. It makes me feel amazing. Also, a lot of the females that I'm with, we aren't married. So little stuff like that is usually things that you'll get in a relationship. And it's kind of my way of saying, homegirl, I know you don't have that wedding ring. I know you're not married yet. And I know you don't have his last name. But I love you. And I'm going to get you this bracelet. Okay? Because we're going to be besties forever. So that's kind of how I read into that too. But, I had to realize that, like, oh my God, I was thinking gifts was it, but it's not. It's like seeing me for who I am and really loving me, which I think people do that. But now I think I want like more out of people too. Like, it's like I'm wanting more out of them than they want for themselves. Like, I don't want you to laugh at me because I'm drinking a smoothie. I want you to know the benefits of drinking a smoothie for yourself. Your kidneys are screaming for a smoothie. I don't want to have to go to your funeral in a couple of months. Help me help you. I don't want to. I feel like when you are on this journey, it's lonely because maybe one day you're going to wake up and everybody around you will be dead. Like, when you see old people, when those old people call my line at work, they be alone. And we end up, and sometimes I will let them talk for an hour, 2 hours, because they're alone. Kids are dead, husband dead, friends are dead. So it's like they did something fucking right in their lives. They lived, but everybody around them did not. So I'm kind of torn between like loving the people I'm around and almost wanting to switch my group so that the people that I love will be around with me for a long time. It's a very weird place. It's a very weird place to be in. But I totally get how that seeing babies, how she like teared up. I kid you not. I was at this restaurant with my friends. And this lady just came up. And y'all, it's so wild because all my friends have kids. So you would think I would tear up when I'm around them. But no, it's like they're like family. But you see like a strange baby walk in and a baby start crying and stuff. Like, why am I crying? Why is this making me sad? Like, the fuck? I don't even know this lady or this child, but the baby is so cute. And it's like the anxiety and the pressure. It's just like being a woman and knowing that you're going to have kids. You may not have them as fast as you want them. You might not even have a candidate to fucking have them with. And it's just a mind fuck. It really is. But that's okay. One thing at a time. I'm going to focus on me. Getting me together. Because you do really meet who you are. So as much as I can be disappointed in the people that I've dated, I guess the real disappointment would be me because they really were reflections of me. Like, if I said they were childish, okay, I was childish. You know what I mean? So whatever it was about them, it really was, they really were just showing me myself. And so now I'm in a better place. I know that the person that I meet will be the best reflection of me. And so I am thankful for the mirrors that have been shown to me. And every time you date, you figure something out anyway. It's like, okay, so I don't want that. I don't want that. I don't want a husband that's going to drink himself to death and end up on dialysis. This is another thing, too. Like, I don't want to be hard, but I've lived through this stuff. I'm not just saying this. I've literally saw someone go to dialysis twice a week. Their child has a whole marriage, whole kid, whole life, whole work, but have to take 2 days off to take mom to dialysis. Why? Because mom was drinking her ass off. And if she missed dialysis, she's going to end up in the grave. And eventually she did. She actually told her son, I'm tired. I don't want to do this anymore. And she went home to be with the Lord. And I have so many experiences through my ex and his family. I literally got to meet the whole fucking family. And I love that. Like, whoever I'm going to be with, it's family for me. And my family may be just as crazy as yours, so don't worry. But at the end of the day, it's family. Like, I know the aunties. I know her and him beefing. Like, I definitely got cancer in me because we be in there for the long haul. If you don't want no long-term relationship, exit stage left. Okay? But just seeing that just helps me realize, yeah, drinking is dope. It helps you forget the shit that you're going through. It's a good time. YOLO, turn up, yeah. But every time you do it, you're fucking up your kidneys. And one day you're going to fuck them up so much that you're going to end up on dialysis. Just go look at YouTube and see what somebody on dialysis has to go through. They take all your blood out and they put it all the way back in. Twice or maybe more a week. If you don't have to end up getting a kidney transplant. Imagine being in your 40s or 50s on a kidney transplant list. Now I'm about to retire and fucking go to the pyramids, Rome, and Greece and live my best fucking life. And you're on dialysis. It's all about the choices that we make right now. And don't forget about your past. The past is gone. Even if you was drinking every single day up until today, just do better. Say, I'm going to drink on Fridays. It's better than an everyday cycle that you were doing. And then maybe switch it to wine. And then maybe say, alcohol is bad for me. I'm going to take a turmeric shot because it's good for my immune system. You know, you have to teach yourself, too, to do better. You've been drinking for years. You have to retrain yourself to do something better. And it's going to benefit your kids, your grandkids, your partner, everybody, yourself. So, yeah, this spiritual journey, it connects to like a health journey, and it's hard sometimes because like at a young age, I remember just people dying back to back. I remember the mom died of cancer, and it was like, oh my God, I remember taking her to her chemo treatments and the doctor asking her, you quit smoking? She'd be like, yeah. And she just smoked on the way there. Or we about to go pick up some cigarettes after this appointment. And it's like, but when she died, like people don't even realize she was holding the whole family together. The moment she died, it's like dropping a glass on the floor, dropping a glass cup on a ceramic tile floor. It shattered. Dad went here, sister went there, brother went there. He was like never really the same. I just could not get him to snap out. And not to say that you should snap out of it, but parents, do better for your kids. They really be needing y'all. I'm 34 and I still need my parents. And I'm going to need them until I'm 60. The fuck? And my mama still go call her mama right now and go to her mama house. Hello. How blessed is my mom to be 54 and be able to call her mother at 76. How many people can say that? How many people wish they could pick up the phone and call their mom? Now, my grandma was a hard smoker and she fucking stopped. She used to drink and she stopped. Now, we're going to credit that to Jesus because she did get into the church. But hey, however you have to make that healthy decision, hey, that's fine. And, you know, she was into like nursing school or something like that, to where she always knew how to cook healthy stuff, onions and peppers and garlics. And I used to hate going over my grandma's house because she gonna put all that stuff in the food. But look at me now, onions and pepper and garlic. It's good for you. We're supposed to be eating a rainbow every time we eat. It should look like a rainbow on your plate. So she was doing something right for years. She's made it to 76, and I hope she makes it to 100 plus. Like, I want my grandma to see me get married. I want her to help me with the grandbabies and pass down wisdom to them. I want to have a picture of my grandma, my mom, me, and my baby. I want that times 6. I want my grandma to be number 6. If her and my mom can hang in there and I can hang in there, let's see. So grandma, mom, me, my child will be 4, 5, 6 for 2 more generations. That would be fucking amazing. It's the knowledge for me. It's the knowledge and the wisdom and the benefits that it gives you. Long life, health, prosperity, unity, family. I don't know. It's just so big. But when Ari was talking about that child and she started to cry, I felt all of that. That baby was like, Merry Christmas. That was everything she needed and more. Like she said, it was priceless. It was so fucking priceless. But I commend Ari for like opening up. Like, celebrities don't do that. They sing their song and be living a reckless ass life, and you won't know a thing about it. They got PR, they cover everything up. She's just being so brave and vulnerable and being like, yo, I need fucking help. Like, I'm in therapy. Like, no. Like, yeah, I want kids, but shit, I gotta get me together before I get these fucking kids. Like, I commend her for saying that, you know? And then I commend the other lady for having a kid young and having a kid old and saying, you know, not that I regret my kid, but yeah, we should be doing this a lot later. Why are they rushing us to have these fucking kids? Like I said, my grandma's 76. Even if she would have had her first child at 40, that's still a lot of wisdom she could have given them. You know? It's the wisdom and knowledge for me. And it will always be. Period. And then I want to end with Duran. He's so funny. We got to end it on a funny note. So I remember a long time ago listening to Duran with my mom, and he's just so funny. He was an aspiring singer. He always wanted to sing with Erykah Badu, and he finally got his chance. And he's like a whole celebrity now with CDs and stuff. He's just so fucking funny. But sometimes you think you're depressed, and you're not. You know, you're just lifing, and life feels like a depressive episode sometimes. You know. And he sung it better, so I'm gonna let you hear him, and then we're gonna wrap it up. So yeah, check out Duran.
If little Duval was smart, he'd put me on the record, yeah. Little Duval was smart, he put homie on this record. I said if he was smart, he'd put me on the record. We can make a little bit of sonic rings up in this motherfucking unit. Ain't come back and forth with you niggas, living my best lifeline, because you're not depressed, you just don't have money. So you're letting everybody think that you're living your best life because at least I'm breathing. At least I'm able to pay bills. But I'm living my stress life, okay? Niggas is going through it all day, trying to adult in this motherfucker with a happy face, living my stress life. Oh! Can I just save a little bit of money? LA trying to give... Listen, LA trying to make me be the homie. You know what that is, homie? Homeless! LA trying to make me the homie while I'm out here adulting. LA trying to make me the homie while I'm out here adulting. Living my stress life. You're not depressed. You just don't have any money. I'm living my stressed life. Trying to keep from slipping my voice. Living my stressed life. Okay. Oh, that's what I get. Whose idea was this? Whose idea? I need to find out whose idea this was to be a person. Like, whose idea was this? Where was my consciousness at? Just minding my own black consciousness ass business. And everybody's like, hey, Duran, like, you want to go try this thing called the human experience? Like, you go on Earth in this little galaxy, and it's just, you know, like, it's really cool. Like, everybody's so, like, I think that was, like, wherever I was before. This might be, like, you know, the heroin or the crack, you know. How did I let these niggas talk me into doing this shit? The human experience. Come on, Duran, let's go try out the human experience like it's some kind of fucking amusement park. I am not amused. Cause I'm living my stress life. LA trying to make me the homie. Living my stress life. Kicking me down while I'm adulting. Living my stress life. LA trying to make me the homie, living my stress life. Trying to kick me down while I'm adulting, no. And some things mama and daddy didn't know about to warn me about life out here, adulting. Because you might have been 17, but you ain't never been 17 in 2017. Don't kid yourself, adults. Y'all need to chill out. This ain't your time no more. Y'all ain't have the internet back then. You carry your relationship around in your pocket 24/7. No breaks. No breaks. No breaks. You don't know what it's like being my age in this day and age. You don't know what it's like being my age in this day and age. You know you don't. And what good is it gonna do me knowing that Snickers and a pop and a bag of chips was 25 cents. I can't do shit with 25 cents out here in this expensive motherfucker called Los Angeles. Somebody fix it. This is 30. Living my stress life. Living my stress life. Trying to laugh to keep from crying, but I need to get a good cry out real soon. Okay? Adulting got niggas emotionally constipated. That's why niggas is dying from stress and high blood pressure, cause they got all that shit festering up in their chest and they can't get it out. They not crying. You better cry it out. Take a little bit of time and cry it out. It's okay, just cry it out. Don't hold it in, just cry it out. Hell, or skate it out. Just cry it out. Cry it out. Some of y'all need a little crying out. Some of y'all need to just get your good playlist and cry it out. Put on your favorite sad movie and just cry that shit out. Cause adulting ain't going nowhere, time ain't going nowhere no time soon. I'm a little too determined not to live mediocre, so I'm gonna keep on trying. Even though sometimes I feel like I'm on the wrong, I need to just calibrate my life. If I could just save a little money, oh my God. How dare y'all niggas send me requests on Cash App without even asking me personally, you motherfuckers. What makes you think that Duran is out here ballin'? Oh, y'all got me fucked. Y'all got me fucked up. Oh, I'm struggling just like your ass. Maybe not the way that you're struggling, but it's a form of struggle. Either way, get it together. Niggas is adulting out here, I can't take it. What is rent for $400? For a 1-bedroom, I missed out on Cleveland, jumped straight out of mama's house into this expensive motherfucker called Los Angeles. I'm living my stress life. L ain't trying to make me the homie. I'm living my stress life. Gotta kick me down while I'm adulting, but I'm doing my best life. I don't know anything else. I'm just living my best. Even though my best might be a little stressed, but it's still Duran's best. I'm taking a nap.
Did you not just get that whole... Duran is so funny. I feel like, yeah. I wanted to nap for a whole year before. Like, I really get that. So, yeah, we all are just doing the best that we can with the cards that we were dealt and the places that we are in. And, yeah, it's hard sometimes. It's hard sometimes. And sometimes the shit is just out of our control. That be the shit. So if someone's just like mean, that's all they got. Just show them some love. I actually read a book where this guy was like, this lady complained about everything. She was scared of every fucking thing. And he said all he could do was just love her. And that actually worked. You know, the love helped her overcome fear. If somebody is not available, that's all they have. They're not fucking available. Which leads me back to, I forgot where I was going before. I've always been in a position to give, to where I'm not in a position to give. It's uncomfortable. It's a position of actually receiving. So I am very, very thankful. But that just shows you that I'm so not used to receiving that it's uncomfortable. Like, who says that? You're in a season of receiving help and it's uncomfortable. Like, what the fuck? Like, I literally had to, like, journal that. Like God, I'm so pro helping everybody that I literally have to be put in a season of getting help. Or I guess I just won't get it, you know? So I'm just learning to sit and listen and observe and see what it's telling me. Like my best friend was telling me, we can get advice from a lot of people, but the answers really come from ourselves. And she's so right. I'm going to do a podcast on that. I literally could sit in the sun and like be talking to myself, kind of like I'm doing now, and answers just start coming to me. And it's like, what? Bitch, what? So I have to learn, since I've mastered giving, I have to learn how to receive. I have to be okay in this moment. And since I'm not, I have to learn. And the more I learn, the better I'll get at this thing called receiving. So yeah, that was today's podcast. Mommy's gonna come out here and do her garden and turn on her music, so I guess I will catch you guys next time. But please make sure you get you some ginger, some turmeric, some lemons, boil it in water for about 45 minutes, add cayenne pepper, add a cinnamon stick, even peppermint, and stay up on your vitamin C, zinc, vitamin D, because, you know, we already heard what the fucking president said, so stay on your P's and Q's, okay, my loves? We can blame everybody else, but at the end of the day, what are we doing to help ourselves? So like I usually say, Namaste, Lovaste, and vibe high, babes. Thanks a million for listening. There's a million podcasts in the world. You clicked on this one, little old this one, to hear what I have to say. I hope universe has a special message for you. You can reach me on Linktree at /love.meesh. I hope you have a better than great day. Love ya. Talk to you later. Bye.
You all come to us young people for hope. How dare you? You have stolen my dreams and my childhood with your empty words. And yet, I'm one of the lucky ones. People are suffering. People are dying. Entire ecosystems are collapsing. We are in the beginning of a mass extinction, and all you can talk about is money and fairy tales of eternal economic growth. How dare you?